contend for.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another exciting, fun-filled night of the VSpeed Contender Series. Brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, FRT Motorsports, Butt Kicker, and as always, powered by Nitro. I apologize, I'm starting the stream a little late. I was building the point system from last week. It's not necessarily that big of a deal at the moment, but I was just trying to save a little time. Tonight, me and Cody's back with us again tonight. We'll call the action from IRP. So we got a little bit of short track racing tonight. Last week, what'd you think of last week, Cody?
I think that it could have gone a little bit better in general. I mean, it was their first night back. There was a lot of jitters, you could tell, and hopefully tonight it is not the same thing.
Yeah, I kind of tend to agree with you there. I think I seen it was like 38% of the race was cautions, and with the level of experience and the type of drivers we have in this league, it definitely caught me off guard. But tonight, they got those jitters out of the way, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good, clean racing in tonight. So in recap,
I hope so as well.
Yeah. So in recap of last week, it would be Ryan Lang, last year's second place finish last year's points champion, would come out victorious. Hunter Kent, pretty much the dominant truck of the race. Bad pit strategies kind of stuck him behind the 8 ball, and he would come in second. And then newcomer Darren Bruce would be bringing it home third this week. Had several new drivers coming into the league this season that had some good showing. So we had Darren Bruce in third. We had John Howard in 10th. Had Ted Craven in 13th. Jeffrey Price in 14th. Paul Berthwick in 15th. So it's good to see some fresh faces in the league and doing well right off the bat.
There's someone we forgot to point out, and that was Adam Newton. He was having a good race up until he got into
Oh, that's
some wrecks.
right. Yeah, that's right. He had some bad luck there and got spun and just kind of never seemed to recover from that. So I'm sure because he ran up front, he actually led a few laps. So definitely going to probably be seeing him later on this season once he gets his sea legs under him, and hopefully he can be around to give these guys a little bit of competition here. Now, if I can make Cody, I'm going to have to buy me a new mouse, man. My mouse is making me mad.
It might be time.
Yeah, I think it is definitely going to be time for me to get a mouse because I don't even see it. Where is it at? There it is. Well, as it stands now, it kind of picks up where we left off at last week with Hunter Kent at the top of the board. Why is my mouse not working? So further on last week, Stephen Massey, he's been in the league a little bit, been around for a little while. He's running here and there, but he would bring it home fourth last week. Past season champion Ron Thompson would bring it in fifth. America's crew chief, Mr. Jimmy Babb, brought it in sixth. Nitro owner Russ Bobert would bring it in seventh. And I don't know what is going on with this point system, but it has John Howard in 10th, but 8th in the running order here. I don't know what happened there. And then Gary May and Doc Stout would round out the top 10 there.
There were some penalties last week. That could be it.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on with this point system here.
But who I think I might go with tonight, I think I'm going to go with Mr. Newton tonight. He impressed me last week, and I just want to see what he can do.
Right? Now, of course, I called the racetrack IRP. It's actually Lucas Oil. IRP stands for International Raceway Park, if people are not familiar with that. But of course, it's located outside in a multi-purpose motorsports facility in Indiana. But most people know about IRP and know what I'm talking about, but I figured I'd just kind of clear that up a little bit.
Watching some of the practice now, there's some interesting things happening with crashes and stuff, so I'm hoping that they're just getting it out now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a bad little racetrack to run. Of course, you run that upper groove there a little bit, and sometimes people get a little bit greedy and try to run that low line, and it's so hard to keep your momentum up. It's real easy to get into somebody on the corner exit. Yeah, man, they're tearing all kind of stuff up out there.
They are.
All right. Then now I'm going to test you. Cody. You up for it?
I'm up for it.
All right. In the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, who has the fastest lap here? It would be a current Cup driver.
Current Cup driver. Kyle Busch?
No. A current younger Cup driver.
Person Hocevar?
No.
I give up.
It would be John Hunter Nemechek. That would have been at the T Sports 200 in 2022. Now, I'm really going to throw you for a loop because you're not going to probably know this one, but I'll throw it out there. You never know. NASCAR Busch Series. This was before it was the Xfinity Series. And it's been a long time since they've run here. But who do you think has the fastest time in the Busch Series?
Would it be in the Busch Series? This is very difficult.
Yeah,
Give
NASCAR
me
Busch
another
Series
hit.
hasn't been around for a long time.
That's correct. I'm not going to say Jail Jr. because I don't think that's it.
And this driver's, I'm almost positive, is passed away.
Dale Earnhardt?
Nope.
I don't know.
Jimmy Hensley.
Not bad.
Now you probably never even heard of him, but he was one of the best short track racers there ever was. That's back in my day, man. But that's really and truly from a NASCAR standpoint. That's really Arkers ran there a little bit. Brandon Jones ran the fastest lap in the Arca car back in 2014. But that's really and truly the only NASCAR stuff that runs here. It's just really the trucks and the Arca cars. Been around for a little while, but it doesn't get used for that much. I think the Silver Crown Series runs here. And maybe those Pro 2000 cars run here as well. So it's almost like an old Saturday night short track. Wow. They tearing up stuff left and right out there.
I don't like the sign. It's a bad sign to come.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily knowing if I'm liking it myself. All right, and there we go. Red flag is out. Getting ready to hit the track. And who can start the field? While they're getting some qualifying underway, I think we'll throw a little shout out to the title sponsor, Joe Zader and NEPA Towing. As you can see, we're riding with last week's winner, Mr. Ryan Lang. Like he's going to come in about 5th place right there. Currently, Dean Doucette's on the top of the board with a 21.72. Now, Mr. Ryan Lang goes to 3rd at that point. Bernard Parsons knocks him out of 2nd. Ryan. Mr. Jimmy Babb. Mr. Babb, of course, is our short track expert. All right, you got Jimmy Babb coming in at the 7th spot. Let's see here. Got Mr. Russ Beauvais. Out lap here. Kind of tapped the wall a little bit on exit. Like he is not qualifying, he is just practicing. Check out Richard Malagani here. Richard's been running up front here a lot lately. Still with me, Cody?
I sure am. I was just kind of sitting here drinking some water, watching the qualifying going on.
I got you. Going to be there in 13th. He's running a couple extra laps. A little bit smaller field tonight. Looks like we got about 15 trucks. Looks like everybody is qualified, so that's going to put Dean Doucette on the pole.
And he's a newcomer this season, so that should be
newcomer. Yeah.
That should be entertaining.
All right, and there you have it. Mr. Dean Doucette on the pole. See if we find him into the booth. There he is. Screaming Eagle Group. Mr. Dean Doucette, Jim and Cody up in the booth, man. Pretty good lap there, buddy. Dean, you with me?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a second race of the season with the league, and, man, you got yourself a pole.
Yeah, it felt good out there. Tried something a little different there on lap 2, and the car bit and stuck. So hey, here we are. I love it.
Hey, whatever works, right?
You better believe it, man. That's it exactly. Whatever works.
You think you got anything for these guys tonight?
Absolutely. I mean, we're feeling pretty good. The whole Screaming Eagles crowd, along with Stingray. Everybody here feeling pretty good about this one. You know, it's tough out there, though. It's a war of attrition at a track like this, too. So we got to survive first.
You got that right. Good old short track racing. All right, buddy. We'll let you get down there. All right, go ahead, Cody.
Just one question. I know it's a war of attrition, as you were saying, but do you have any strategy in case, like, if you get further in the back later in the run, like, what's your strategy going forward from there?
Yeah, it's tricky. I don't know that there is one other than to be very patient. You know, the things can flip-flop on different cautions, different pit strategies, so you're likely to be in traffic at some point, and you just got to be very patient and hope you made the right timing call on that.
Okay, and good luck tonight, by the way.
All right, thanks, guys. Can you make sure you put me back in that room? I'm locked out.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a good luck tonight, and have a good run.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep. There you have it, our pole sitter, Mr. Dean Doucette. Second race in the league and got himself a pole. As he was talking, Cody, man, this is definitely going to be a race of attrition. And patience is definitely a virtue at this track.
And there's some people that don't have that, and there's a lot that do.
I have to agree with that. I do have to agree with that. Some people have a little more patience than others. I did misspoke a little earlier. I said 15 trucks. We actually have 27 trucks. So that will be a nice little number for this little track. I'm not really sure if we had any more trucks that would make things any better. So, but the group we have should be pretty good. And we'll hope everybody keeps their faculties about themselves and we can get us a good run in tonight.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, I'm sure that Sam's reading them the riot act from last week. I'm sure I know not a whole lot of people were real happy with how things went last week, but those first race jitters back in the league's definitely something we hope that everybody gets over. And they are back on the track for a little bit of warm up, get those last minute adjustments made, and see if they can find a little bit more speed before we kick it off here and go green. But while they're doing that, we will do our other commercial we have set up for Mr. Andre Greer and FRT Motorsports. There you have it. Andre Greer and FRT Motorsports, friends racing together. That's a group that races together in the Virginia Beach area in Virginia. Home track would be Langley. And there we go. All right, let's get these trucks gridded up and get ready to kick it off for tonight.
So I picked Mr. Newton. Who are you picking tonight?
That is a good one, Cody. I am going to pick Hunter Kent. You took my boy last week. Now I gotta take him for this week.
Did, and I think I jinxed him, and I think he picked a bad strategy at the same time. So hopefully tonight he has a better strategy.
Yeah, Hunter's another one that raced in real life, short track, so he definitely has a lot of short track experience in real life as well as on the sim. So he is definitely going to be tough. He's going to be tough at pretty much any track we go to this season. And then Ryan's going to be tough. Ryan's tough on these short tracks. Ryan's tough anywhere too. Same way with Hunter. I think those two are definitely going to be the ones to beat this season. So we shall see if some of these new guys can keep them honest. All right, pace truck's out, and we have Dean Doucette on the pole tonight. Outside front row would be Mr. Hunter Kent. Next row would be Bernard Persons and Stephen Massey. Third row would be Ryan Lang and Darren Bruce. Next row would be Matt Smithers and Jimmy Babb. Next row is going to be Joe Zader and John Howard. Next row is going to be Rachel Hunt and Shane Posey. Next row is going to be Richard Malagani and Perry Snelson. Next row will be Tim Marlowe and Timmy Longwood. Next row is Adam Newton and Russ Bovair. Next row is going to be Ron Thompson and Doc Stout. Next row is Phil Gary and Gary May. Next row is going to be Randy Carney and TJ Bartle. Next row is Ricky Williams and Ted Craven. And last but not least, it's going to be Mr. Doug Chappelle. All right, Chevrolet Pace Trucks off while Dean Doucette brings them to the green.
Green, green, green.
All right, we have green flag. looks like both Dean and Hunter get a pretty decent start, but Hunter's definitely got that preferred groove on the top. But he's definitely going to be able to nose out and take over that top position. Bernard Person's going to slide up into third place here, right behind Dean Doucette. Stephen Massey and Ryan Lang running side by side.
And they're doing really good at it too. They're not overdriving each other. They're just taking their time. We have the 12 in the wall right now. He seems to be off of it and doing okay.
It looks like Ryan's going to be able to go ahead and get past Stephen Massey for that 4th spot. Definitely wasn't going to do him any good running side by side.
That paint of Jimmy Babs, the number 44, it's actually really neat in the light. It's nice and light, like black and green. It looks really good.
Yeah, same way with Ryan Lang's. That blue and kind of yellowish greens kind of stands out, especially in the dark. And then it looks like Stephen Massey got him a Michael Jordan truck there. Massey's got his mirror full of Matt Smathers and Darren Bruce. Darren Bruce finished 3rd last week, so we definitely know he's a strong racer there. Another one of the newcomers, or both the newcomers there. John Howard right behind them.
He's also new from the season.
Yeah, I was going to say, all these new guys run right up front, man. He's got a pretty cool looking truck, too. And, of course, Mr. Jimmy Babb right there. And Miss Rachel Hunt. Richard Malagani right there running with him. Shane Posey and Joe Zader. Of course, Mr. Joe Zader, the title sponsor with NEPA Towing.
He's doing pretty good tonight in 13th right now.
Got Timmy Longwood and Tim Marlowe all running together. And then there's your boy Adam Newton, kind of biding his time there with his Bass Pro truck.
He impressed me last week. I just have to say that before the wrecks, he was doing really good. So I look forward to seeing what he can do tonight.
The past season champion, Mr. Ron Thompson. Now he's got a wild looking paint, man. It looks like he got bleeding down the side of it or something. That's definitely different.
It's interesting. I like it.
Definitely different. Got Mr. Phil Gary and Randy McCarney right there behind him. Phil got him a Bad Boy Mowers truck. Mr. Russ right behind them. And of course, Doc. Sun Drop. Ricky Williams right there running behind Doc. Dave Chappelle right there with him. Gary May. He's definitely got a cool. I talked about his truck last week. Looks like it's got like a water on it or something. I don't know. That's what it kind of looks like anyway. Perry Snelson back here in the back. I think you said he got in the wall or something a little bit earlier, so I think kind of hurt him a little bit. And then,
yes, he did.
T.J. Bartle right there with him. And then Ted Craven right there with him. But back up front, still, Mr. Hunter Kent setting sail with Mr. Dean Doucette still in 2nd place and Mr. Bernard Persons in 3rd. And they've kind of just distanced themselves from the field a little bit.
They sure did. And while we were missing, while we were not paying attention, The 18 got passed by, not only did he get passed by Jimmy Babs, he got passed by Rachel Hunt and Richard Malagani.
Yeah, 18th's in third place.
I don't know. Okay, my apologies. I don't know. 78. My apologies.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, so far so good. Everybody's kind of playing nice. But Hunter Kent's setting a blistering pace, man. He is just setting sail and trying to make up for last week. I know he was definitely down on himself for not pitting when he should have, especially when he told us he was going to. So I think he's trying to redeem himself and get that win that he's been wanting.
Well, we'll definitely see when lap 150 comes, if he's still there. Brian Lane is
like Richard Malagani in the 33 truck here. Matt Smithers, they've been kind of battling for the last few laps, and I think Richard finally got around him. But Matt's battling back on that inside, man. He's making it work. Making him work for it, that's for sure. And it's like Jimmy Babb and Rachel Hunt, they've been nose to tail running with each other for a few laps here now. It looks like Rachel's putting the pressure on him, trying to get around him. Like Perry Snelson's back out on the track. He made a pit stop just a little bit ago.
I think he had to fix some damage.
Yeah, I think he was kind of hurting himself. Jimmy pulls over and let her go. Knows she's faster, so doesn't do any good to hold her up. Meanwhile, that 33 truck is still working on Richard Malagani, so lots of good racing going on here. A little bit further back, we got this other group. We got the 78, the 20, the 74, the 29, and the 2 all running together here. They're all running nose to tail. You put a blanket over all of them.
That's good, tight racing, and they're doing really good at not overdriving the corners.
And it looks like Joe's going to make a run on that middle groove there and get up underneath the
3 wide.
3 wide, and they made it work. Shane did the smart thing and let out of that one. To finish good, you got to finish, so sometimes it pays just to let out and let them go.
That was impressive that there was no wreck there. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, that was definitely a good piece of driving right there. So good shout out to Shane. And meanwhile, out front, Hunter Kenston put up about a 1 second lead over Dean Doucette, but Dean Doucette's hanging in there. He's staying right there. He actually had the fastest lap of the last time around. Hunter's just kind of managing his gap at this point. I'm telling you, man, that now the 33 is trying to get past the 14 of Darren Bruce. Did he? Oh, he came in. He came in for a pit stop. That's why he's a little bit faster than everybody else there for a bit.
Yeah, he's in 27th right now.
And you got another group back here. You got the 68 of Phil Gary and Russ. Russ trying to get on the inside of him and make a move. And Tim Marlowe in front of them. Russ trying to make that lower line work and just can't seem to put the gas down coming out of the corner. really difficult
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah, because I agree with you. On the bottom, it's just you're fighting, but it's really hard to pass, as you're saying.
Yeah, the truck needs so much momentum here. If you can't run that top and keep that momentum up, it's really hard to keep that speed down the straightaway.
Looks like he's cleared them now.
He's almost there. Yeah, they got about a tailgate, about a bumper. He should probably get around him. Maybe this. I don't know. Bill's definitely fighting back and making him work for it. Like he's probably going to get around him this time. No. Bill battles back on the outside. There you go. There you go. A little bit further up, you got Adam and Timmy Longwood right here together. This is 11th and 12th.
Rachel's starting to get close to Darren Bruce right now. And
yeah, it looks like she's going to make the pass, yeah. But that moves Rachel up into 7th, just behind Stephen Massey there. Rachel's picking up where she left off last year with her good solid finishes and running up front consistently. So Jimmy Babb's still right there in the mix too. Jimmy with another top 10 run going for him here. Jimmy showed a lot of consistency last year too.
He did, and I hope he improves this season as well.
Like I said, he's the resident short track ace, at least from a crew chief standpoint. Aaron's getting a mirror of Jimmy there.
When you see Jimmy coming, you know it's going to be a battle.
That is true. Still back up front. You got Hunter Kidston put it almost a second and a half out in front of Dean Doucette and almost 4 seconds on Bernard Persons. I would pull him up in the booth, but he's got such a rhythm going, I don't want to jinx him.
I would not do that to, no, not at a short track like this. One loss of concentration here, and it would be bad. The fact that he's lapping cars right now.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten into lap traffic. He's already put three cars a lap down. Just putting Gary May a lap down here.
Jimmy Babbs is going for another position now.
Jimmy been working on the 14 for a while, so now he's able to get around him. Yeah, this is definitely a Jimmy Babb type of track. He likes these types of tracks. Got Richard Malagani coming into the picture with these guys now too. Richard's going to be on that 14 here shortly.
Tire wear eventually has to be a concern.
Yeah, running that upper groove there definitely will wear some tires. That's where you're going to see some of these guys shine, man. Get a little greasy, get a little worn out tire where you got to drive it. And some of these guys, they kind of strive for that. They like that kind of racing.
It is a good type of way to learn when it gets to like that. You're going to get really loose. You got to correct your driving. You got to slow it down going into the corners, but you don't want to slow down too much. So it'll be a factor soon.
It will. You got Joe Zader coming in there as well too. Joe's done picked up the pace a little bit. He's up to 10th.
And Mr. Newton's not far behind him.
Yeah, he's just silently clicking them off there and biding his time.
I believe the 14 is getting a little tighter because everyone's going around him, and I think he's just having a little bit of struggles at this moment.
Right.
Rachel is starting to get near Stephen Massey right now.
Yes.
There could be a battle there soon.
Steven's definitely got a mirror of that purple truck, that's for sure. Rachel's truck is definitely interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to not jinx her tonight. My mother watches this and says that we both jinx her when we talk about her, so
Right.
she's like, stop talking about her. But we can't. She's doing so good.
Send it into that corner, man. Woo. Back up front, Hunter's going to be getting into a whole bunch of lap traffic here shortly. Like he just went around the 13 truck of TJ Bartle and the 83 truck of Doug Chappelle. So now he's going to be coming up on a big pack of trucks.
He is putting the others to shame.
Yeah, so he's lapped up to 20th. He has got a crazy blistering pace right at the moment.
And second is so far behind, too. Mr. Dean Doucette.
Right. Yeah, so Dean is, 2 seconds back now. But he's consistently about 0.3 faster than Dean. Now, the interesting thing is going to be the pit strategy. Since we're not having any cautions, I wonder when these guys are going to come in and pit. I mean, with no cautions, is it really going to benefit you to go much more than halfway?
It'll be, like you're saying, it'll be interesting to see what these guys that are going lap down are going to do compared to the guys that are on the lead lap.
Right. Definitely all going to hinge on where you're at on the track, I guess. I mean, with the pace that Hunter's currently putting down after 50 laps, still the fastest truck out there. I mean, they've lost right at 2 seconds of time. So you figure most everybody in the top 10 are in the 23s. So it would not really do him any good to pit or go any further than a lap or so or after Dean or Bernard pits. So that's probably what he's going to wait for. I mean, if I was the leader, I'd wait for them to pit, and then I'd pit the next lap.
Good strategy, Paul. Yeah, Jimmy Babs actually, if you are there yet, he's battling with Stephen Massey right now for position for 5th.
Jimmy's on fire tonight, man. Check this out. Yeah, Jimmy's on fire. Heck yeah. And here comes your boy Adam too, man. Your Adam's going to move right up into a 7th now. He's right behind Steven.
Yeah,
Or eighth,
like
I
I
mean.
said, I was impressed with him from last week. I think he'll be great this whole season. There's something about his driving style that I liked.
His truck reminds me of the what's that guy? That darn Marvel character, Two-Face. Don't it? Don't his truck remind you of Two-Face, kind of, with the half orange and half black on the front?
It's so good.
It looks like Hunter's done managed to get through almost all of that lap traffic now. He got through 5 trucks. So now he's got another group of about 5 trucks to get past. He's now lapped up to 16th.
I feel like he's going to lap close near the entire field before this is said and done.
I got a feeling he's going to at least get the top 10. Because he is definitely on. He's got, 5 trucks in front of him. Now, let's see here. Russ is in 13th. And that's the truck leading that little group. So I got a feeling he's going to get to at least there before he pits. And he's putting on a clinic. He has now got a 3-second lead over Dean Doucette in second. Bernard Person is still in third. Ryan Lang in fourth. Miss Rachel Hunt in fifth.
I'm not trying to jinx this tonight, but I enjoy this race compared to last week. So these guys can keep it up. That'd be great.
Yeah, they definitely a big difference in watching people race and watching people pace. So Rachel's definitely putting some laps down. And old Jimmy Babb, man, he is hauling the mail, man.
He is, but Mr. Adam Newton is starting to catch him right now.
Yeah, Adam's been the fastest truck on the track for the last couple laps. Yeah, he was about 3/10 faster than Jimmy that lap.
Mr. Ryan Lane, he's just pacing and doing the best he can and sitting in fourth. He's not overdriving it, and he's our last year's second place finisher in points, so hopefully he can do that this year or even better. He just passed Bernard for third.
It looks like Adam's going to make that pass on Jimmy Babb. So Hunter has now gotten up to, let's see here. 15th, so now Ron Thompson in front of him that's in the 14th position.
He is setting a blistering pace.
He is flying, man. He's 4-second lead over Dean Doucette now. I mean, bearing any kind of craziness, I don't think anybody's got anything for Hunter tonight. But we all know how south that can go. It's like, looks like Tim Marlowe in the grass there. I hope that don't bring out the caution. Kept going at him. just like that, Hunter's done lapped up to 14th spot now. Next one on his radar is Mr. Russ Beauvais. Now, Russ is out there a little bit, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to catch him before he pits, but we'll see.
There's a good distance. Maybe Hunter will pit at some point, but you never know when.
Yeah, Russ was actually a tenth and a half faster than him that lap, so right now, like I said, I think Hunter's just kind of managing his gap and just keeping it consistent.
There's a battle right now going on with Stephen Massey and Richard Malgani, and if I'm not mistaken, Joe Zader's up there with them.
Yeah, Joe Zader's right there with him. Yeah. Richard got another good run going tonight. That's 8th, 9th, and 10th right here. With Steven, Richard, and Joe.
Richard's still bad, like staying with them, so.
Well, you figure at this point, these tires are pretty worn out. So anybody, looks like I got Ryan Lang on pit road. So now you're going to start seeing the pit stop start. Lap 71. So I would assume that Hunter's just going to continue to stay out until that 5 truck pits. And then once that 5 truck pits, then you'll probably see him come in.
Ryan Lane just got out of the pits.
Yeah, looks like Ricky Williams is on pit road. I would assume that they can get probably close to 80, 85 laps out of a tank here. Maybe even close to 100.
So.
Maybe even close to 100.
Right now we got Rachel. She's battling with Bernard to get by him.
Yeah. Look at that. You got Jimmy Babb right there with him, too. So now that's a battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Like Jimmy's then caught back up to Rachel. She had pulled away a little bit. This is when Jimmy shines, when these tires get worn out and you got to drive that truck. And this is actually good because in a lot of official races, you don't get green flag racing like this. So it's really hard to get good at this type of racing.
It really is. Just watching them, there's some that are struggling right now.
Yeah, just like that, Rachel moves up into the 4th spot. We're halfway. So halfway, we still have Mr. Hunter Kent out front. Mr. Dean Doucette in 2nd. Mr. Adam Newton's got up into 3rd. That was your pick for the night. And Rachel Hunt in 4th. And Mr. Jimmy Babb rounds out the top 10. I mean, the top 5.
Ooh, we got one in the wall. Newton just missed him.
Yeah, Brian Helm in the pits. The 77 truck's in the pits.
Dean Doucette is still out there, so I don't think Hunter's going to pit yet.
Yeah, he's got 7 seconds on Dean, man. I mean, like I said, at this point, he could, if he comes in the lap after or within 2 laps, he's going to be fine. But he's got an entire straightaway on Dean. Back here, you got a group. You got the 20, the 13, the 5, and the 2. Some of those lap traffic. So it looks like Russ Bovair came in for a pit stop. He's back out on the track now. Like Brian Helms making his way off pit road. Got the 83 truck coming in for a pit stop.
The fresh tires do help, I can say that.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's starting to pass everybody right now.
Oh, yeah, you got 2 seconds. 2 seconds, it makes a difference. 2 seconds a lap. So, yeah, so, of course, Ryan Lang was he was in 4th place up there earlier, and he was the first person in, and he's been consistently running almost 2 seconds a lap faster than Hunter. So we will see how that nets him after the pit stop, after Hunter decides to stop. Meantime, Hunter's tied up in a group of lap cars here. And
they're not making it easy for him.
Yeah, well, they've all pit. So you got Stephen Massey and Smithers and Darren Bruce. Those guys have already pit, so they're trying to at least get as many of their own laps back before Hunter pits to try to shave off some of that lead he had on there.
Mr. Babs is still in 5th place.
So the 22's coming off pit road now. The 18's in. The 20's in.
I don't know if that's going to be a good strategy for Jimmy Babs and them yet, but hopefully it works out for them if they stay out like they are.
I would say, you figure 86 laps. Jimmy probably. He'll pit before Hunter, I think. Was that a wreck?
I heard something, but no, I didn't see anything.
Yeah. 78 trucks in, 68's in, 12's in. Yeah, so now we're starting to see all those pit stops. So I would think probably within the next 5 laps or so, 5-10 laps, everybody else is going to start pitting. The fastest lap on the track last time was a 22:16, and Hunter's still running 23:30s. So it's only a second faster. Hunter hasn't fallen off quite that much.
Which is impressive.
Yeah. The Hunter's best lap was a 21:85, which is the fastest lap of the race. So we already know what he's got in clean traffic and new tires. So and here we go. Leaders on pit road at lap 90.
You were not far off. You were like around 90 to 100. So
Yep. Rachel Hunt's in. The 2 truck's going to come in too. So Adam's coming in. So that will relegate the lead to Jimmy Babb, I believe. And Jimmy Babb to the lead. Hunter gets those 4 fresh Goodyears and fill her up with some Sunoco racing fuel. good clean stop, and he's away.
Rachel just passed him, Hunter Kent, in the pits too, and got a large exit. So I don't know if she took 4 tires or not.
That would be an interesting strategy.
But she was in and out before he was done his tires, so.
Yeah, but she was over a half a lap behind too. All right, well, let's see where this puts Hunter. So Hunter only lost 3 positions in the pits. Right now we got.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
All right, let's see what happened here. What do we have? The 9 truck, maybe?
I'm trying to find it.
Do you see it? I don't even see it.
Nine was in the. I don't.
No, that
I'm
was just
sorry about
pits.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even actually see an actual wreck anywhere. Interesting.
Give me one moment. I'm actually
You're good.
trying to figure out where this happened.
I mean, I didn't see any wrecks on the track.
No, I'm.
Did you look
a
at the
loss.
9? Was it just on pit road?
He just went to the pits. I don't know
Oh.
exactly what happened. I'm just okay. So he's 21 laps down. That's not it. Bear with me. I'm going to be right back.
All right. Well, while Cody's trying to find the wreck for us, let's go ahead and do another commercial for Joe Zader.
So I just went mass race control. It was 68 and 78.
All right. Well, let's see if we can find that then. Let's see. 68.
It looks like the 78 got right into the 68 going into the corner.
All right, well, let's do chase view. Let's see if we can. It looks like just got into the corner a little too hard, and right around he went. Kind of kept going, so that's why we really didn't catch it. There were other trucks involved, so not too bad. All right, so not too bad.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
All right, so put the lights back on the pace car here. Not sure what happened. I don't think everybody got lined up like they were supposed to.
That's correct. They were just talking about that. They're all trying to figure out their positions at the moment.
And of course, the lead's back over to Hunter Kent, and he picks that outside line.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Wow. What in the world is going on? Jimmy Babb is definitely going to be a benefactor in that caution, because that puts him in 4th spot there. And then Ryan Lang's right there too. So that allowed Ryan to actually come in, maybe get another set of tires and put him back up front there. All right, so it looks like they got everything worked out now. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Like the pace truck is in, and Hunter Kent's going to bring him to the green again.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, green flag's out, and Hunter gets a killer start. 5 truck was definitely sleeping on that start there. But he was able to look like to hang on to that 2nd spot. Ryan Lang's going to come up into the 3rd spot there. And Jimmy Babb is going to settle into 4th.
I'm very impressed that Joe Zader's up here as well in the top 5.
Yeah, Joe was another benefactor of that caution, because him and Jimmy hadn't stopped yet. But it definitely was a plus for them. And Stephen Massey got some new skins and some adjustments there, so now he's back on his march to the front, right behind Joe Zader, the 5th. Yeah, that 31 truck's right there, though. Now he's 3rd spot. Gonna be there at the end now. Got 47 laps to go.
I wonder if anyone has anything for Hunter Kent at the moment.
Well, we will see. Looks like Hunter's shining on that long run. Everybody's been able to kind of stay with him for the few laps, but that long run speed on that truck is amazing.
Ryan Lane is just biding his time, and so is everyone behind him. I just think they're going to see what they can do in the next 10, 15 laps.
Yep. I definitely won't count Jimmy out tonight. That's for sure, man. Jimmy's really impressive tonight. Like Ryan's trying to set up Dean there, see if he can get by him. The track's so hard to pass at. You got to get them passes in early while you still have good tires. That or wait till further in the run, and hopefully you got better long run speed than the truck in front of you.
They got the top 4 at least have pace right now.
Yeah, they're all just doing amazing right at the moment. You got a gaggle back here. You got Ron Thompson, Timmy Longwood, and Ricky Williams all running together here. Shane Posey right there with them. And then you have Phil Gary, Tim Marlowe, and Bernard Persons with Rachel, Bill Gary, Darren Bruce, Adam, all those guys running right here in a nice little bunch. Rachel's trying to claw her back to the front. She definitely didn't benefit from that caution. Trying to get under Phil Gare there and make that pass. I think Adam's going to bring Adam with her.
Mr. Adam Newton.
Yeah, he's good clean. I like the way he drives. He's very consistent. Doesn't seem to make any crazy moves or anything like that. Hasn't had to put a bumper to nobody, anything. He just sets them up and makes the pass. Yeah, I definitely think he's going to be a player in this league before it's over with.
Doc's in the top 10 tonight, too. He's doing really good.
Hey, go Doc's in the 8th spot right now. But that sun drop truck in that top 10.
Stephen Massey, I thought he was up. All right, he's in 6th, so I was seeing that.
Now, TJ Bartle, that's it. TJ was running toward the back of the pack there for a bit, and now he's up in the 7th spot. So he was another one of those benefactors of that caution, and is be able to capitalize on it and stay up in that top 10 right now.
He's our biggest mover tonight at this moment.
Yep.
He started 24th, and now he's 7th, and Doc is right behind him and started 20th, and he's 8th.
Very cool. There you have it, our biggest movers of the race so far. And back in pack here, you got Russ and the 78 truck, John Howard, Phil Gary right there, Perry Snelson. Got this little group all running together. And now you got Hunter Kent and started that slow march away from him. He's then put a little bit of gap between him and Dean. He's got that 1 second gap again with 34 to go. And then Ryan Lang's right there in the mirror of Dean. It's still a good run for Dean. Like I said, he tapped the wall coming out of the corner there.
He's doing really, like you're saying, really good. I'm very impressed with the newcomers. They're fast, they're competitive.
And they're clean. They're clean racers. I've watched them all of them are real clean racers. Definitely a plus to the league.
It's very hard to find good drivers for a league race.
Well, I have to give it to Doc. He puts on those recruitment races before the season starts. He has a practice the Sunday night before the races so people can get in and get used to racing with each other. So Doc does go out of his way to try to make sure that the show that we get to put on for him is a good show.
Shout out to Doc. He, like you were saying, he's really good at what he does.
Well, you figure it's season 14, so it's not like he hasn't been around for a while now. It's probably one of the older leagues that are out there that's pretty successful. And to top it off, it's a free league. You don't even have to pay to be in this league, and you still win some really good stuff. So I don't know of any other league like that. So Doc's definitely got a niche market with that. So I don't know many leagues that you can go into, and if you win the championship, you win a $750 set of Husenfeld pedals. So
I don't think that's anywhere.
And of
Jimmy
course,
Babs is doing amazing. He's starting to catch up to Ryan and number 5.
it's like Jimmy's just sitting there biding his time right now. I think he's just kind of saving a little tire because he did that earlier. He fell back a little bit, kind of like his truck went through a little bit of a tight phase, and then all of a sudden it woke up again and he went back toward the front. So I think he's just kind of in his tight phase at the moment. And Here in probably another 5 or 10 laps, you're going to see him come back to life. But meanwhile, out front, we have Mr. Hunter Kent putting on a school tonight. The only laps he has not led was through the caution period.
Maybe he's going to finally lift that curse.
Maybe. I don't want to jinx him, knock on wood. But I know he's it's like his 3rd season, I think. 3rd or 4th season. And I know he's tried really hard to get a win here. So he's definitely put in the work, so he definitely deserves it. Of course, tonight he's sporting his own YouTube channel colors. You got Southern Roots, which is his YouTube channel where he talks a lot about hunting. And then sporting the Team Conti colors on the back. And then, of course, his own business, Kent Earthworks. Or as Jeremy Paris calls it, Kent's Earthworms.
Doc is starting to catch TJ Varnell, too.
Look at Doc, man. Doc's trying to put it to him, trying to get to that 7th spot there. And Doc's not really known for his short track stuff, man. Doc. Funny thing about it is Doc's about as redneck as I am, but yet he likes the road racing.
He really does. It's amazing to watch him go around those road courses.
Well, I know that. Was it last season at Mid Ohio? He about won the race.
He's good.
Yeah, so Doc's something else, man. Nice and consistent. And they got Go ahead.
Go ahead. We got some battles going on right now with, like, in the back of the pack with Shane, Russ, and a few others. Yeah. It's actually very. There's.
Oh, there they go.
No yellow. Okay.
Russ is still going. The 83 truck is still going. Yeah, so didn't really stop. So that did not bring out the yellow. Hunter's up to 2-second lead over 2nd place Dean Doucette. They're kind of in a rhythm. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at that crash there.
It happened with Shane Posey.
All right. Car chase, and let's ride with Russ. It looks like, oh yeah, the 83 of Doug Chappelle gets into Russ on the entry, and it just kind of, and no other trucks really were involved. Shane almost got into it, but he didn't hit anything. He slowed down enough. It looks like just Doug got into the corner a little bit too hard. Back out front with 14 to go. We still have Mr. Hunter Kent setting the pace with about a 2.5-second lead over 2nd place Dean Doucette, and about a little over 3 seconds of 3rd place Ryan Lang.
If you check this lap, is Jimmy faster than Ryan or no?
Jimmy Babb's lap that time was, yeah, he was a tenth faster than Ryan that lap.
It'll be interesting to see if he can get in the top 3 before this is all said and done.
Yeah, he's definitely on a rail tonight. And of course, you got Ryan and them. They're tied up a little bit of lap traffic too, so he can definitely use that to his advantage. Lap truck of Perry Snelson there. That allows Jimmy to almost pull right up to the back bumper of Ryan.
Got loose there coming out of the corner. Good save on Jimmy's part.
Yeah, he got caught Perry at the wrong spot. Looks like both of these guys are kind of pulling back up to Dean. Remember when I told you a little while ago in about 10 laps you're going to see Jimmy start coming to the front? He is definitely picked up the pace because we're at 10 to go now. Well, I have to say, Cody, after last week, I was a little worried, but they definitely redeemed themselves this week.
And kudos to them because last week was not a good showing. But tonight, it has become really good.
Yeah, it just shows to go when these guys want to do it, they can do it. Sometimes you get those new jitters for a new league night or a new start, and you don't know what to expect, especially when you have drivers that you've never raced around. And
if you go to TJ Bartle, Doc is having a battle with him as well. Not a battle yet, but they're getting there.
yeah, Doc's right there on his. Doc wants that second 7th spot.
And Newton's not far behind them either.
Yeah, as I say, Adam's right there with him. Yeah, I got a feeling that Hunter's going to be a little bit excited in the broadcast if he wins this one. He's been trying for so long.
Long time coming.
Yeah. Like putting another lap on, or putting a lap on Bernard Persons here. I don't know what happened to Bernard because he was running up in the top 3 for most of the beginning part of the race. So I don't know if he got some damage or got in the wall or something and put him behind a little bit or what.
And that battle right now with TJ and Doc and Adam Newton. Newton's there to try and pass Doc right now.
Yeah, he's trying to put the move on Doc to try to pick up 8th. It's going to be hard to make it stick on that inside with a little bit of wear on the tires. And you got the 33 coming into the mix there too. I think 33's a lap down, a couple laps down though, so there's no threat from him. All right, we are coming back with 2 to go. He's still out front. Mr. Hunter Kent with an almost 4-second lead over 2nd place Dean Doucette. 3rd place Ryan Lang. Jimmy Babb is right there. He's trying to get to that 3rd spot. He wants it bad, but running out of time. Coming back to 1 to go. So no matter what happens at this point, looks like Hunter Kent's going to finally pull it off. And there you have it. After 3 seasons, Hunter Kent finally parks it into victory lane tonight. Amazing drive by Hunter. With a almost 4-second lead over second place Dean Doucette and third place Ryan Lang. All right, let's see if we can get everybody lined up to do our interviews. All right, so waiting room and all right. So we will first start our night with third place, Mr. Ryan Lang. Mr. Ryan Lang, Jimmy and Cody up in the booth. How you doing, man?
Sweating again.
Looks like you were coming on strong there for a little bit, but just kind of lost it there towards after about 15 laps. What do you think you needed to keep up with that 52, man?
I had nothing for Hunter. I kind of learned that on Sunday and saw that again immediately off the bat here tonight. It's like, well, maybe I got something for Dean, but even him and Bernard, they were really fast. I was lucky just to stay with Dean there for the final, 50 laps?
Yeah, you had a mirror full of Jimmy Babb, too, the last few laps there.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
It was.
I didn't really notice. I thought I saw something back there, but it was nothing of concern, so I never really looked.
Oh, wow. Wait till he hears the broadcast and hears that. That's the smack talk right there, man. Oh, Lord.
Well,
anyway,
he knows it's coming.
He knows it's coming.
I was pretty sure he was going to put a bumper to me. I think they're in the last lap. If he could get to me, he was definitely going to try and move me.
Yeah, well, that's, both of you are used to the short track stuff, so sometimes you got to do what you got to do on the last lap at a short track.
It would have been clean. I was expecting it. I did not want him to get that close.
Yeah, he was coming, but he just didn't quite have enough tire left at the end there to just kind of, I believe he could have got to you, but getting around you was another story, so kind of hard to pass here.
He would tell you that he had me covered. He had plenty of tire to get by me, just not enough laps.
Yep. All right. Well, any shout-outs?
Same as usual. Thank you guys for putting this on and all the sponsors that help us out. And thank my nephew for never watching, my brother for always watching, my father for sometimes watching.
There you go. Where are we at next week, man?
It starts with a K.
Okay. Kern?
Either Kentucky or Kansas. One of the two.
One of the two. I gotcha. Intermediate track. So, all right. We'll see how we can get things together on an intermediate track. Tonight was definitely a good race, though, man. I was happy with tonight's race, especially after last week.
Actually, there was some strategy involved here. I think some guys were pitting early, it seemed like. Some guys were pitting a little later. Yeah, it kind of would have been cool if that shook out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We were talking about that on a broadcast. I'm like, with no cautions going on, was it really worth it to even wait much past halfway, or so? But it worked out. How many laps could you get out of a tank here?
I had it roughly like 122, 126, somewhere in there. I think Doc was saying 128.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't. Maybe it was possible to save that extra 20, 22 laps. I don't know. You'd have to be pretty slow.
Right.
It's Kentucky next week.
Thank you, Cody. We appreciate it. All right, Ryan. Well, that should keep you well within the points lead there going into next week. So hopefully you can keep that up and have you another good season this year.
No, Hunter's going to jump me right here. He just got the most laps led a lap, plus the win.
Right,
Plus, I think he qualified P1 too. He maximized his points.
Yep. Oh, maybe it's tied. We'll see. All right, buddy. We'll see you next week in Kentucky.
Sounds good. See you, boys.
Later. Mr. Dean, how you doing, sir? You sweating
Doing
after
very
that one?
well, sir.
You sweating after that one?
Oh man, the Screaming Eagles, man. We're like the Wounded Eagles. We're a bunch of old men in here. My eyeballs blinking, my left elbow's gone, my shoulder's gone. Yeah, I'm sweating.
Gotta pee?
You know I gotta pee.
Hey man, I'm old too, so I got you. I got you. So me and Doc are the old men in the group. So
Oh, we're all over 50 anyway, and around my group.
Close enough, yeah, close enough. So what do you think you needed to stay with that 52 tonight, man?
I think we just talked about it. About 25 years off of my age. Really. I mean, that is it. Ken's great. I couldn't tell you. I mean, he's a really, really good race car driver. You know, I was trying to be a little bit patient. And then when I tried to push, you know, I could hang with him for 10, 20 laps at a time. But, you know, these old pains, I'm not kidding when I tell you it hinders you. So consistency is what I would say. And I think it was fairly consistent, but he was excellent, consistent.
Good deal. Well, a good run for you. I mean, you basically outside of the pits or the pit stops and that caution, you were in second place the entire night. So that's still a good showing for you.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm extremely happy. I mean, last week I thought I had something for him, and unfortunately I had a glitch with my shifter that every time I shifted it would blink out. So it caused extraordinary problems, including a wreck and destroyed and all that. So, you know, just to get this one under my belt, I mean, I'm just thrilled for the Screaming Eagles team. And, I mean, thank God, because we're about ready to throw everything over the balcony here.
Yeah, well, definitely a good point stay. You come in with the pole and then finish second spot, and then if you didn't have any incidents or have any pit road things, you almost maximize points. So not a bad point day whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. Super happy. Great day. And can't wait to get on to Kentucky, man. We'll see what we can get done. We get away from some of these different kind of tracks, get something a little more familiar here.
Right. Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, friends and family, Bernie, of course, Brian, who's in the hospital with his sister, so big shout out to Brian Helm, Darren Bruce on our team, and the Stingray team and Screaming Eagles too. Just big shout out to all them, man. The hard work we're putting in is paying off, and I couldn't be happier, man.
All right, good deal. All right, buddy. Well, we will see you next week at Kentucky.
You bet we will. See you, Jim. Thank you, sir.
Man. Yes, sir. Have a great night.
You too.
You finally did it. It's about time.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
Congratulations.
Ask Cody who I picked for the race tonight.
I hope it's me.
Yeah, you bet.
I mean, damn, I raced for you for so long. I hope you pick me just about every week. But I mean, I do find ways to mess these races up, so I wouldn't be mad if you picked against me.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to do some crazy pit strategy. I was like, man, I said I hope he waits until after the 5-truck pits, and because I figured you'd run it until the 5-truck pits and then pit the next lap, because that would have kept you right, you know, in front of them. So, but it worked out for you. I was kind of worried about that caution there for a second, because I didn't know where you were going to pan out. But then when you came out and you were still in fourth, I was like, oh, no, he's got it made.
Yeah, honestly, on that first, green flag cycle, I kept waiting and watching my relative. And when I heard guy behind you's pitting, I don't think I could get down that next lap. I think Shane was inside of me, so I couldn't get down. So I waited one more lap, and then I pitted. I was like, I have to wait until he pits. My original plan was to just run it dry. Right. When he pitted, I was like, I don't have a choice. If I don't pit now, I'm going to regret it later. And I think I had like a 6-second lead on him at that point, and I think we came out and we still had like a 4-second lead. And I was like, okay, we got this. This is what we wanted. And then the caution came out, and I was like, I started thinking in my head from that caution on, how can this race go wrong? What is going to go wrong? How am I going to lose this race this time?
if you asked Jim, I actually said something about that pretty early on. What was going to happen? If
And
you
then what about? Go ahead.
just basically the curse that you had, you lifted it tonight and you dominated. So good run too.
I appreciate it, dude. With about 10 to go, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, if a caution comes out and I don't pit, everybody's gonna pit. And then I started thinking, if I pit, nobody else is gonna pit, and I'm gonna be stuck way back there. So I was just thinking constantly of like, how can this race go wrong? And I kept saying, let's get to the white, let's get to the white. Kept counting the laps down, and once we hit that white flag, I was like, all right, I can just coast around and celebrate. And coming off turn 3, or turn 4, I was like, finally the curse is lifted. I've waited 3 seasons for this. I feel like we've been in contention to win a lot of races, and I shot myself in the foot. Now other stuff's happened, and it just feels really good, man, to win this race and to come out in a dominating fashion after last week.
Yeah, you
my
had
plan is
almost a 4-second lead, so even with that little bit of a run, so.
My plan is to go into Kentucky, another abrasive track on the tires, and try and do this sucker again.
Yeah, this is your kind of track, though. You always like these kind of tracks anyway, so I knew you were going to be tough to beat here. So.
Yeah, I feel like these are it's a short track, but like it's a momentum track.
Right.
Like the way you get into the corner and then have to use the throttle to get off. You can't just mash the throttle and get off the corner. You're going to lose so much time spinning the tires, doing whatever. But this is the momentum track, and I feel like I thrive in those. So this fits my wheelhouse, and I'm just glad we got it done.
Well, there you go. Shout outs for tonight.
Yeah, dude, huge shout out Team Conti, man. Without them building sets and doing all the test sessions that they do, and me being able to go in there and learn, I just hold the wheel and drive the truck, to be honest with you. So without Dustin and Adam, and big shout out to Nick and Brinson and Bailey. They've really helped me a lot, and I've become a better sim racer, I guess you could say, on here. And big shout out to you guys for the broadcast always, Jim. I'm a huge fan of you, Cody. You race with me in another league, so enjoyed, go back and watching the broadcasts and listen to your guys' take. And big shout out to Doc. This is my 3rd season in this league, and without Doc and all of his sponsors and everybody over there at Nitro, this would never be possible. So big shout out to those guys, and hopefully we can go and do it again next week.
Well, there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Hunter Kent, finally, after 3 seasons, lifts his curse and brings it home at IRP. We shall see you guys next week at Kentucky, so we can see what we can do on intermediate track. That's it for Burnt Rubber Media. You guys have